All right, so the rules of professional conduct, which govern your ethical requirements, deal with diligence. If you look at ABA 1.3, it talks a little bit about that, and some of the comments to that rule are pretty interesting as well. It says that a lawyer must act with reasonable diligence and promptness. Now, what does that mean? It doesn't have anything to do with really the quality of your work. It has more to do with the time that you spend on matters and how you manage your time more than anything else. So a couple of thoughts about that. Number one, procrastination. It is a hugely bad habit to have in this business. As I've said in other videos, you're going to be busy. You're going to have a lot of files on your desk, a lot of people demanding for your time, files demanding for your time, matters demanding for your time, and you have to be able to manage your time efficiently. And one of the things you have to avoid like the plague is procrastination. You add a file, oh, I'll get to that, you put it over here. Every day you see that file, yeah, I'll get to that, I'll get to that. That is really dangerous. One day, I'll get to that too many times. You're gonna miss a statute of limitations, or you're gonna miss a court date or something. It's something that you've got to put into your skill set when you become a lawyer and make it a cardinal rule that you do not procrastinate. Number two, you have to control your caseload. Now, what I mean by that is you have to have a feel for when you have too many cases. It's really hard to say no. I get that, especially if you're out on your own. You need the money. You want to build your practice. A case comes in. It looks like, just the kind of case that you can handle. But there's always that check. Am I at the limit here where I have just too many cases to handle, and by taking that other case, you're going to endanger the other cases as well. You only have so much time, okay? And the rules require you to make that a duty, to make sure you don't take too many cases, because if something goes wrong and you say, well, I was just really too busy, well, that's your fault. You have to control your caseload. Number three, cases that don't pan out. What do I mean by that? You're going to get cases that you take that turn out to be disastrous. Either there's no merit to them, or they're eating up all your time, you're not making any money on them. It's not something that you really could have projected when you took the case, but there it is. Those cases you tend to not want to deal with because you have other cases that do have merit, that do have fees that are available, and the natural tendency is to kind of put that off. Do not do that. If you have to spend time just so you can get to the bottom of that case and be done with it, do that. But you have to resist the inclination, I should say, to kind of ignore that case because it hasn't turned out well. So these are some of the things that I think you should keep in mind when you're trying to make sure that you fulfill your ethical obligation to act in a diligent manner.